Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another awesome Polytopia video where we review games. In this game, I want to show you is one of the best games I've seen, honestly. You're not going to regret watching this video. In this game, we have as the host, Tiger. Very good player. He's been in the finals of of this tournament for quite a few times, 4 or 5. So he's very good player. And as away, we have Magoon. Both players are juniors, but today the juniors played like pros. So I'm gonna show you the first 11 turns. They're not gonna be like the most insane stuff, but the turns after them will be. So here we go. As per the bullet rules, the host has to skip the first turn. So here we go. Both players are playing Zubasi. This is their first match. So now the host has an extra 2 stars to get for the warrior. Get some upgrades. Magoon is heading towards the village, so his Tiger and Magoon will meet really fast. And they're gonna contest for the village. So here we go, they meet each other. Start attacking. Tiger moves the warriors in reach of the 5 HP warrior because he knows the 5 HP just can't survive by itself. Magoon gets riding to be able to defend the village and explore at the same time. Good tip. So here we go, we see Tiger sieging, getting a rider. Very important to always make sure you're exploring. Magoon and sieges. And just upgrades for an explorer. It's all pretty simple stuff. Gets pretty decent vision on Tiger. Tiger bounces into the village for one move early by attacking the warrior with a rider. Magoon finds the third village. Right. And I just want to mention real quick the idea of getting construction, because you can rush a very early giant in here, which can throw your opponent off. So Tiger Wolf here gets a giant. Here we go. Tiger connects up with the roads, or Magoon connects up with the roads. Upgrades his cities for better economy. Tiger is defending his capital. So here we go, we see Magoon going to kill the warrior and then deciding not to bounce and instead go for exploration, cutting Tiger off, getting just all the villages. And here's Tiger getting his giant, which is gonna really make Magoon trouble, because that giant is gonna be very hard to counter with just riders. Also gets an explorer for some vision. Heals the riders and just passes the turn, because the city can't be sieged really. Magoon ends the turn trying to, prepare for another giant. Tiger heals the warrior. It's They're just exchanging blows right now with Magoon ending up the winner here. Gets hunting, gets forestry. He's trying to catch up with the giant. No, before it hits. Very nice. Cutting Tiger at just 2 cities. Tiger gets roads. And goes for the city anyway. The city's obviously going to get unsieged. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the point of the game where the juniors become the pros. This is where some really mind-boggling stuff is played, some really interesting moves, some really creative, and the the opponents are constantly trying to topple each other over, be the winner. So here you will see some crazy combinations. So here we go. Magoon just goes ahead, and instead of protecting his own city, he sieges the other city because it's more important. No, it's stronger and closer to the capital. Very, very smart buy. Most people would unsiege. He chops, preventing economy to Tiger Warfare. Tiger Warfare just doesn't care about it. And then he does this insane move of not going for the village. He's not going for the village. He's going for the capital. The capital is what matters in these games. If you win the capital, you win the game. So he just doesn't care for the city whatsoever. He cares about the capital, and he throws Magoon off, who thought the whole fight of the giant was at the top city, and he gives up the middle city to Magoon. And Magoon gets prepared to get a giant. Here we go. He chops. Yeah, he captures, chops a bit more to be able to afford the giant this turn, so that the giant gets the first hit, because the giant hits as an attack more than it does as a defense. He's gonna get free damage, as well as to protect his own capital line. But Magoon, through insane knowledge, just Tiger Warfare, through insane knowledge, just anticipates the giant and instead roads it to the other city. Insane. He's just a step ahead of Magoon. But Magoon is a step ahead of him as well, because now we see that it's just not so simple. Who's winning here? Like, if you pause this game for a moment, who's winning here? Who's sieging whose cities? Because Tiger has a bunch of riders going into this city. Magoon has 2 giants. Tiger has only 1, but this city's gonna get sieged. Tiger's got 3 cities. He's gonna get the 4th one. This one, this city is gonna be an easy target. But these 2 cities are teaming up on his capital. It's just so many things. It's impossible to tell who's winning. It's such a wild game. Tiger Warfare sieges, which is the most predictable move of the game, the only one, except for upgrading turn 0. So here we go. We see Tiger start capturing, and actually no, he doesn't care about economy. So here we go. Magoon pushes the giant out. He upgrades. not giving the giant a break. And so and now he's the one going for the capital. He's the one who's going for the capital and is going to be winning, right? No, because his giants are going to get to the capital faster than Tiger, right? So he's now got 4 cities. He's able to. He's got more cities than Magoon, but surely Magoon's going to reach this city faster. I mean, this giant needs 2 turns to siege, and this giant just needs 2 more, and Magoon has the first strike. So surely this is how the game ends, right? This is what you're thinking. Magoon's winning this, right? Well, it's probably not what you're thinking now that I said that. But Magoon gets ready for the siege. The giant is just inevitable. The giant siege is inevitable. Tiger just, he can't protect the city from being sieged. Tiger goes for the capital. And he reconnects the roads. He reconnects the roads, giving him 3 population, and that is enough for a monument. 3 roads, 3 population from roads and 3 population from a monument. It gives him a giant. So now Magoon, Tiger completely pulls an Uno reverse card on Magoon and just goes, no, you're the one who's gonna get capital siege. So it's just like, I can't comprehend this. There's just so much going on. But Magoon also goes on, no, and both players just constantly try to outsmart each other. Magoon does some, side quests, just mainly sieging this side, but it's only the capitals that matter, honestly. And Magoon actually gets the Gate of Power. He gets enough kills for a Gate of Power. Barely. Both players barely got it. But now, all the plot twists have finally come to a finish. We see that, Tiger's the one suffering here. He's only got 1 giant protecting his capital. This giant's gonna siege, so it's probably gonna be like a 4v3. This giant can't do anything. So now you're thinking, surely there's something else that's gonna happen. I mean, there's plot twists everywhere, but sadly, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the game ends. Magoon decides to siege with the 9 HP just to stall the game for 1 turn longer. But this is a lost game for Tiger, sadly. But this was very much an insane game. This teaches you a very important lesson to, not always go for the obvious. Sometimes it's good to, go for surprises. Make your opponent off guard. So yeah, one of the most insane games I've ever seen this year. And it's the end of the year already, so. An awesome game. Very awesome game. So here we go. The last turn is Magoon sieging the giant. Sieging with the giant, and Tiger just can't unsiege. So this video is this game is actually on Bullet on the other Poly Champions YouTube channel, so you can check that out as well. It had the live commentary there. We talked a bit more in depth about other strategies that they did in the game, but I just really wanted to show you this game because of how insane it is, how the players thought outside the box very well. You know how they played just like the pros. Very amazing game. 10 out of 10. So I'll put the link of the Poly Champions YouTube channel down below. And thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something.